her. She's so cute. Okay. So let me share the rooms. Guys, there's a huge silence here. Please just open your microphone and say, and then I can hear people talking, please.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Thank you, Emilio.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The dog wants to participate.
I'm sorry, that was my dog.
It's okay. At least your dog is talking to me. That's good. I'm happy.
Translate in dog language, please.
What?
Translate in dog language.
Yes. My dog is also practicing her English. It's not very good.
You should. In the end, I want Jessie to share a story about her dog. She adopted. Just a spoiler. She adopted her dog in Brazil. So in the end, that's a reason for you to stay till the end of the conversation. Okay, guys. So you can hear Jessie's story. Let me see. Wait a second. I'm just making sure that Cristiano is with Hannah. Where's Hannah? Okay. I think we're good.
Ana, você precisa clicar no microfonezinho para soltar o seu áudio para você se apresentar.
Hi, my
Hannah is
name
going to present herself. Hannah, present yourself. What's your name and your age? How old?
Hello, my name is Hannah, and okay,
12 years old.
12 years old.
Yeah, that's good. I forget something, guys.
Hannah, your name is beautiful, girl. Your name is beautiful.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm splitting everyone. So enjoy the conversation. In the end, I will bring you all back. Oh. Oh no, you're there.
We're back.
Yeah, I forgot to put people in the main room. I would be alone here.
Oops.
Oh gosh, I always do this wrong. Wait a second and I would do it right. Sorry, guys. You can put like more minutes in the end. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I returned.
Yeah, I did something wrong.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my God.
Today's so hot. Today's so hot in Rio that I can even like think.
It's okay.
You are
Okay.
in all time.
Now we're right. Okay. Now.
Okay, it was really good.
Now
we talked a lot.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
See you next week. Now
See you next time.
Right. Accept the invitation, please. Oh gosh. I think everyone listening to me is in the main room now. Hello? Oh gosh. Hi. No. People, please accept the invitation. Then
You still don't appear to me.
no? Oh, so you're here. So I think, I think I put so many people in the room, but it's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna close the rooms again. So let's start again and present ourselves and then start this conversation. I'll start. I'm Duda. I'm 22 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro and I studied architecture in college. And I practice jiu-jitsu. And that's why I got to meet Matt. And that's why I met Jessie. Yeah. So Jessie, go on. Present yourself now, saying your age, where you live, and those things.
My name is Jessica. I am 24 years old. I am a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of the ways that I met Duda was through Jiu-Jitsu. We trained at the same academy, and her family let me stay at her home while I was in Rio. So thank you so much, Duda, for that. What else? I am living in Chicago, Illinois now, and I'm very excited to discuss women's sports with you and get your opinions.
Yeah. Thank you, Jessie, for being here. Guilherme, and you?
Hello again for some who listened me in the breakout room. My name is Guilherme. I'm 28 years old. I'm a math teacher. I'm from Pouso Alegre, south of Minas. And I don't play jiu-jitsu, or I don't do jiu-jitsu. But I love football, soccer.
Yeah, that's good. Just say a sport that you guys like or practice. Anna, hello. Present yourself.
Hey, good afternoon. So I'm Anna. I like to say Anna, because it's more fancy. I'm from São Paulo. Yeah, I'm 16, so I'm a senior in high school, and like volleyball. Yeah, it's one of my favorite sports.
That's awesome. Angel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good afternoon. My name is Endel Miller. I'm 32 years old. I'm a geologist from Goiânia and nowadays living in São Paulo, Campinas. And about sports, I think the same, Anna. You know, I used to play a lot volleyball. I like a lot.
Yeah. Leidiane, are you there? Can you accept the invitation in your screen? Leidiane?
Moment. 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. And Sueldo, sorry. Hello. Present yourself, please.
Oh, hello. Oh, my name is Sueldo. I'm from Recife, in Pernambuco. I think that you know. And here it's very hot. We just lost for the hell and the sun. And I didn't do jiu-jitsu, but I prefer Muay Thai. And I'm an IT specialist, and at night I'm a superhero because I'm a teacher of network in IT too. And I'm 45 years old.
That's good. How many hours does your day have? Yeah.
I start my day I start my day in the job at 7 o'clock, and I end in 22 o'clock at night.
Yeah, you have a full day.
Yeah.
Mateus, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So my name is Mateus. I am 21 years old. I am an electronic technician. I am studying electrical engineering, and I love to watch any kind of sports, but I love soccer.
Yeah, that's good. Tiago, are you there?
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Thiago. I'm 28. I work as a chemical engineer, and I like playing tennis. Yeah, I'm still a beginner, but I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice to meet
We're
you.
all beginners one day, so it's good.
Okay, Duda.
Leidiane, did you see the invitation for the other room?
And my nickname is through Lidi, Lidi, L-I-D-I, Lidi. I am 37 years old. I'm from São Paulo. I work from home. I am a lawyer. And I like racing, running, and volleyball. Yeah?
Yeah, okay. Vanessa, were you in another room? Vanessa left? Who left? I don't know. Vanessa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
It was okay in the other room? Did something happen? Oh, I don't know what's happening today, guys. Okay, let's do it. Vanessa, if you could accept the invitation for room 2. Okay, let's continue. So the first question is, do you support any woman athlete or female team? Which one? Sueldo, tell me about you.
Well, about support someone, a female, about sports.
Yeah, like a female team or an athlete.
Well, there is an athlete, my conterraneous, but I don't remember her name, but was a champion of many medals in the last Olympiads. But I can't remember her name now. But I like.
What sport did she do?
What's athleticism?
Yeah.
I think was runner and long distance.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I think it's very good.
Yeah. Endo, and you?
I'm thinking here, I think I support the female team of football, Brazilian football. I really appreciate to watch them playing a lot, very, very good.
Yeah. They play a lot.
Yeah.
Mateus, and you?
I like to watch the female team of Brazil, mainly when Marta is playing.
Yeah, the famous Marta.
She plays very well.
Anna, and you? Anna.
Yeah, I have no clue, because I'm not into this word at all. But I like to watch it like with my aunt, every and the Sundays, on the Sundays, I don't remember. We use it to like watching volleyballs, teams between cities here in Brazil, but I'm not sure the names or something like this. But I like to watch, and of course, when they have like Brazilians kind of things, I think it's really important to support your country, So I like to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And Jessie, do you support?
I do support women athletes. My favorite sport to watch is definitely tennis. Some of my favorite female athletes are Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka. They have been competing against each other a lot, and for me it's beautiful to see a young lady, Naomi, competing against her idol, Serena Williams. To see that she grew up idolizing Serena and now she gets to live her dream of competing against her. I think it's just beautiful to see two women who are so passionate about their sport.
Yeah. Do you play tennis?
No, I'm awful at tennis.
You just like to watch it.
Only watch it.
And Thiago, and you?
Yeah, I would say the same. I would say Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka. And always that I have the opportunity, I search for their games. And they just played against each other last month. Yeah, and Osaka, she won. And they usually say that Osaka, they're gonna be the next Serena because she's really good. So I like to watch them play.
Yeah, that's awesome, guys. And I think everyone answered. Vanessa, are you there? Oh, Guilherme, sorry. Let me just figure out if Vanessa is here. I don't know if Vanessa. Okay, go on, Guilherme. Sorry.
So me, teacher, please. So yeah, I
Sorry.
do agree about the tennis, but like I support the Cruzeiros team, the female Cruzeiros team in football and in volleyball as well, because they are beginning a team, a female team in volley as well. And I'm really fan of Marta Cristiane Formiga, the Brazilian soccer players. And I do love the Amanda Nunes, the lioness, the UFC fighter. For me, she's gonna be one of the greatest in the history of UFC. As we watch, I don't know if you guys watched it, like the last fight, and like she's crazy, like she is unbelievable, seriously. And I have actually I have a friend as well. She's an athlete, and she's the champion of Brazilian championship of snowboard, and now she lives in US. Yeah, her name is Natalia Rodrigues, and she's becoming famous. I hope so. And like she does like the snowboarding, and now she's gonna participate about the Winter Games, I think, which is really
Yeah.
famous. And yeah, I do, and I know her. Like we met at the university when we studied together, actually. And let's see. And she participated in the clip of Anita. You know, the last one in the snow. She was
Really?
yeah, she is in the clip, and it's really really cool.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Oh, I love you. You should have brought her here today. It would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, yeah. It would be awesome. I can bring her like any day if you
Yeah, we
like the
can do
next
this.
week we can do something like that. And
Yeah,
she's really cool. She's really cool. So I think she
yeah.
will agree.
Oh, that's awesome.
Teacher, I remember the name of the athlete. It's Yanni Marcia.
And
Yanni
what?
Marcia, yeah, Yanni Marcia won the medal of bronze in London Olympics.
Oh,
She was my neighbor.
yeah, that's awesome. You guys
Yeah,
know a lot of athletes. That's awesome.
Yanni Marcia. Yeah,
Oh, I
just
love
that.
it. That's awesome. And I'm gonna search for her after here. So, okay, let's start now. The men in sports have more visibility than the women. What do you think? Why do you think this happens? So, Anna, do you want to start?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know exactly, but I truly believe that is something from the past, because we usually be the society that the man was like the first one in everything. So I think this comes from there, But I don't know why this happened. I'm I have no clue about this again, but I probably think that is from something is really old. It's not from today, and then I know that is nowadays we're trying changing this, but we still with this stereotype that we just men should play something, but I disagree with this at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Endo, and you, why do you think this happened?
Oh, I agree with Anna. I think, I don't know, history of society, the woman stay in the second plane in terms of almost everything, unfortunately, and that's not different in sport, but nowadays we're trying to overcome this. That's it.
Yeah, we're definitely trying. And Sueldo.
Well, I think this women's football, literally, it's gained a amount of fans in Brazil and around the world.
Yeah. And Thiago.
I would say the same as Anna said. I think that's that's something from the past. I think it's cultural because in the past, women, they didn't have choices, they didn't have opportunity when compared to nowadays. So I believe in that, and I think depend on the sport. It's like gymnastics. We see a lot of women, right? Soccer, we don't see many women, but I would say it's much better than the past. We see a lot of women in soccer teams. Yeah, I think it's cultural. It's something from the past, and we've been changing a lot.
Yeah. But like just one thing to add, like I think it's more about the visibility, but like as you said, for example, most of the teams here in Brazil, they have the female team, like Flamengo, they have the female team for Flamengo, Cruzeiro, most of the teams they have, but they just don't have the visibility. Like the women are there, but they just don't get this, like, oh, look, there's this game, but they're there. But yeah, it's totally something cultural. Mateus.
I agree with all the opinions that were said. And I think it is a cultural issue, and it is because the behavior too. I think our parents and the people that are older than us teach to us the one way to think, and in the past the girls are not too, how can I say that? I don't know. I was watching TEDx. I don't know if you know.
Yeah.
About a woman leader, and she was saying that there are three topics that the woman have to change to get the visibility that they deserve. And I recommend that you watch if you can.
Yeah, sure. And Guilherme.
So I think that's it.
Thank you, Mateus.
Yeah, I think in general we can see that the men they do have more visibility than the woman, and I think it's a historical thing because, for an example, here in Brazil, I don't know if you guys know, but the soccer, for an example, was not allowed for women in the Getúlio Vargas. I think Getúlio Vargas prohibit the women soccer in Brazil. So we have a kind of we are behind of that because as they couldn't play sports, so there is this kind of a behind line. So one thing I think it's that, and the other thing it's about the system that we live in, which is capitalist as well. Because, for an example, and the Olympic Games, the women volleyball, they have more visibility than the men one about money. Like they just receive more. How can I say, like the spectators, for an example, if you want to buy a ticket it's harder to buy one for the women volleyball game than the men one. So obviously that as I said, like in general, men they do have more visibility, but I think it's changing a lot. But we have like a path to go on and to bring more opportunities as well. And as in here in Brazil, for an example, for the soccer, I think we do have more visibility, but we need to do our action as well. For an example, buy females t-shirts, see the females games like the Brazilian Championship, as it's happening with the World Cup. Like the last female World Cup was the biggest one of the all passage. So I think it's changing, but we still need a path to go on.
Yeah, that was awesome. You actually answered the next question. That is the how we can change this. Jessie, and you, what do you think about it?
I think that men are definitely more visible in the sport. I think part of the problem is marketing and marketing campaigns. I feel like usually when athletes are marketed, it's usually going to be the male athletes as opposed to their female counterparts. You see more male athletes on TV and commercials. You see them more in interviews and in magazines. And so I think that's why we do not see the women as much, or know when a game is going to be on TV, or know if a female team won the sport or not. So I think that's definitely an issue that I think could easily be solved if they just got more attention. Another thing, it's strange because for here, our male soccer team is very bad. So we actually pay attention more to
the female audio is awesome.
We pay attention more to the female US soccer team. And I also think that as of last year, they might have just about equal pay, or they might have made more money than our male soccer team. So that's a little bit interesting and a good change to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I think she's freezing.
She is, right? Okay.
Oh gosh.
Should I talk more?
Hi. Am I? Hello? I'm here. I was speaking to nothing right now. Jessie, you can go on answering the next one. That is, how do you think we can change this situation? How can we support more women teams and athletes? Guilherme kind of said a little about it.
We could change the situation by having more marketing campaigns that are centered and geared toward women, female athletes, female sports teams. It's hard to get people to pay attention to something if they don't want to, right? But in the US, we have American football. I still have to watch American football commercials, even though I don't care about football. You know what I mean? So I have to see these advertisements for these male-dominated sports. And for me as a female, I would pay attention more to women's sports if I saw their accomplishments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just not something that is advertised enough, I think. So I think big marketing campaigns for women in sports would make a huge difference.
Yeah. And Anna.
Oh God, I would say exactly the same thing. No, because you know me, and then I wanna like I forgot to flow this file to work with marketing, and then we see like studying that we don't have like many women on sport in TV, and like this is like the image of the sport is men on the TV or magazine or something like this, and so I think it's really important, this inclusion. And like I'm thinking right now in this advertising with like Cristiano Ronaldo, like I don't know, just come to my mind. And yeah, I think just this, I have no more idea. Sorry guys. I'm lazy today, you know.
It's okay. Go on, Jessie.
One thing that's really interesting to think about is it's very easy for us to name 10 male athletes off the top of our heads, but it's really hard for us to remember the name of even an Olympic medalist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a female. So I think that's definitely shows an inequality and something that definitely needs to be fixed. And I think even as women, we also don't necessarily always watch the women's soccer teams or women's volleyball. And I think part of that is because we don't see it enough in our day-to-day lives. So it's hard to care about it if we see that other people aren't caring about it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I would just like add something that one thing that I think it's important nowadays is, for example, following a athlete on Instagram, because nowadays, like these followers is something that they get money from, like for those I don't know how to say, but what's the name?
Sponsorships, right?
The patrocinio. I don't know. Sponsor. Okay. Like the sponsors, they all of them, they come from this followers and this visibility that these athletes have. So I think for us it's good to like search for this athletes and like the athletes that you like, the sports that you like, and follow them. That's just like, it's a little thing for us, but it's huge for them having those followers, right? And Sueldo, and you, what do you think? How do you think we can change this?
Well, I think this when the woman do something, it's she have a chance to change the world, and nowadays we can see very women change the world. Your beginners or seniors in the many players. For example, Marta, playing football in Brazil, is a great woman and an example for another woman. Yanni also a great example because he won a pentathlon in the London. So I think this is a great example of the women in the world, and mainly for to be a Brazilian.
Yeah.
I think so. This is a great example for change the life of many other people.
Yeah. And Thiago.
I agree. I think through the marketing campaigns, it will help a lot. And I'm just thinking, like when I was a child and teenager, when I studied in the public school, and I had only two options. I could choose either soccer or volleyball to play at school. I had only two options, and I think if we have more access to sports when we are teenagers, we can change it. I think it's like tennis. I started to play tennis. It's been 2 months. And when I was a child, I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't have a channel on TV to watch people playing tennis. And I'm just comparing like United States. They have a lot of sports channels. They have gymnastics, they have swimming, they also have ice skating, right? And we don't have that. And they have a lot of people practicing this kind of sports because they had the opportunity when they were child to do so. And the reality that I see in Brazil, we don't have this reality. I think it's something in long term we need to change that in the schools, in the education, and in the future we can have it more. We can have channels with swimming, tennis. I'd say that.
Yeah, I totally agree. And Mateus, what do you think?
agree that the marketing helps a lot, but I think all the women have to be more united as a community and not fight for space as well. And another thing is that all the women should not follow the path that the environment that they live guides them to a single path. And we have to be protagonists of our lives. I think that's it.
Yeah. And Angel?
Yeah, I agree with you all, but I think we have to try to change the root of the situation. For example, to real support, the female teams, since they are young girls, for example, buying clothes, watching the matches, and for real, do it for real, not only, because the marketing, you will see it, this initiative. So that the thing have to change, in the root. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Can I add something, like two more things? Easy, busy. Thank you. I think like that. I don't know, but I feel this way. When I'm training or when I'm doing some sport, like I'm not like every single woman. Like the people think that we're just doing this to have a good body. Not because we like the sport or because we're good in. So after that, we have this kind of vision that, oh, the woman just work out or do some sport because the body, like just this, not at all because she's good or something like this. And another thing is because we don't sponsor the good athletics here in Brazil. I know that we don't, and like they are starting go to another conference, like because we have a lot of universities around the world, even though in the US, that support, like they sponsor their students to do a good job in their really good function, that is the sport. And here we still seeing that sports not a career like to follow. We think it's like a hobby, that is something that we like, but not gonna flow and be a career. I feel this way. I think it is really sad to see this, and then the people just like give up, to follow their dreams because they feel that it is not a career to follow, and then they need to do mathematics or something, that is the society say to everybody doing in the school, in the college. I feel this way.
Yeah. And I will also like add to this, and then we go to the next one, that like I think for a woman that would be like even worse, because for us here in Brazil, it's okay for a kid to say that, oh, my dream is to be a soccer player. Sorry, Jesse, a soccer player, and like it's, if a girl say that her dream is to be a soccer player, people would say like, why, like. So I think that's something that we have to like know, like put in our heads that this happens, and like try to change, I don't know, the sons that we will have. And I don't know, my kids will definitely do all the sports that in the world. So the next one is, little girls are used to hearing people saying that some sports are for men. What do you think about this sentence? Jesse, I want to start with you because of our sport. I don't know how is the situation in US. I want to hear it.
So Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a combat sport. It's male dominated, and there's not a lot of female in it. And I started Jiu-Jitsu when I was 9 years old. So that was around like 2008, 2007. And there was no girls in the sport, and there was no kids in the sport either. So I was surrounded by older men, and I got told a lot that, why are you here? Why do you keep coming back to the gym? I also boxed for majority of my life. I did boxing and Muay Thai from 9 years old to 16. And the same thing, And it's really hard to get told that as a female athlete. Why are you here? Because I like it. The same reason that a man is there. You know what I mean? Because it's something I enjoy doing. When you're a little girl and an older person that you respect asks you that, or tells you that, and tells you that this sport is for men, it is discouraging. And it makes you feel like you don't have a place in that sport and that you shouldn't be involved in it. And it took me a long time to decide for myself that I'm here because I want to be here, and I'll make a spot for myself in the sport so that nobody will tell me again that it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is for men.
Yeah, we always hear that. Like, no, actually, I think it's something that is like getting better for the youth, right? Like, we don't have it. We're getting this place, but it happens, and it's so annoying. Like saying, it's horrible. So I don't wish this for anyone.
The good thing about jiu-jitsu though is if the men say this to you, you could choke them out. So it's
Yeah. Yeah, and that's also like a stereotype. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything because like you can beat me, you know? Oh, come on, it's so annoying. And Guilherme, what do you think about this sentence?
Hopefully we have women like Jessica Swanson to start this change, you know what I mean? Obviously that we need to do our part as men, but it's necessary to someone to appear and to change our minds or to change all what's happening. We can see this in football, for an example. After Marta, a lot of girls are still dreaming about to be a soccer player. That's why it's easier than the past. It's still not easy, obviously, but it's easier because now we have someone to see and like it's a reference. And I do think that Jessica does this surround her place, like to inspire more girls to practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and others martial arts. And what I think about this, like this sentence, it's a really old sentence, like there is no place anymore for this sentence because as we just discussing here. And another point, just to say one thing that Thiago said and all you said, it's like, unfortunately, like here to be like an athlete in Brazil, it's not a miracle, but you need to persist a lot because the infrastructure is really hard. As we can see, the athletes' histories, almost of them, they just came in a really poor place. For an example, of the football, both for men and women, they lived in a poor area and they just played soccer a lot in their streets. And then someone sees like, oh, a good player, and just put in a team. So there is no strategy, you know what I mean? There is no there is no plan to grow. Like I think in US probably there is a plan, as you guys do really well in the Olympic Games, and another thing, like in German as well. Germans had like a plan to win the World Cup in 2014, not in 2014, but to win in the long term after they lost for us in the 2002. And as we can see, like they are growing a lot. Like they just had the plan in 2002 to grow the football over there. So it's about planning as well.
Yeah, I agree. Mateus, you're gonna say something. Go on.
I agree with Guilherme. I think there is no strategy and plan to go on a career on a sport here. But I'd like to share. I think that more men tend to participate in sports than women. And sometimes it's not a question of being better or not, but because women may not be interested in that sport. And that's probably a topic that is cultural, or because the environment that they live. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something for that's why I brought this team. Like it's something for us to think about. Like why this happens, you know? Tiago, and you?
I agree with everybody. I would say parents, they need to be open minded. They would look at their children and say, you can be whatever you want. If you want to choose that, I'm gonna support you. And it's hard because it's like I have a stepdaughter, and with this pandemic situation, she started to go to the gymnastics and ballet on Saturdays, and there we only see girls. We don't see any boy, and she likes playing tennis, and we decided to put her in some tennis classes. And when she got there, she just saw boys, and she doesn't want to play tennis anymore. She's only 5. She's a child, and she doesn't want to play tennis anymore because she feels more comfortable playing with girls. And the majority of her cousins are girls, so she is more used to play with girls. So it's hard because she doesn't want to take tennis classes. She likes that, but she doesn't want to because there are only boys. So it's hard, and we try to support her, saying, let's watch some videos on YouTube. You see there are a lot of girls playing tennis. You see there are tennis players. They are very famous in the whole world. So you gotta watch. You gotta try. So, but it's hard. It's hard. I don't think it's not just what people say. Like this is not for women, but I think it's also what we see.
Yeah. I think it's a consequence. One is a consequence of another, right? But hopefully your stepdaughter will go into tennis. Endo, and you?
Well, I agree with you all, all the opinions. But first, I would like to say that, plan and strategies are lack here, that thing that Brazil and, at all don't have, a lot of, a lot of sides and ways. The first one at the Thiago says something very interesting because show that we don't reflect about what we say. And for example, we transfer this prejudice, for the kids, since they're kids. And imagine the kids growing in this kind of division, and we not, it's not clear, but we transfer some signals about it, this division. And it make these kids, growing up thinking about this, splitting all the stuffs. So, well, about the question, mainly, I think we have to reflect a lot, about what do we say for the kids, for the people, what do you say, to really think about, reflect and thinking about the consequences as well.
Yeah, I agree. Guys, I just closed the other room. So we just answered 4 questions. Maybe I will bring this topic again. Oh, that's good. I can bring this topic again, and then Guilherme ask his friend to come. Maybe it will be good. Okay.
If you want, we can make a deal here because I can talk with her like afterwards and just say, oh, let's go talk in English in the ITT like next if you want.
Yeah, I think it will be good. I can do like the same topic, like part 2.
Deal. Put your hand here.
Deal. Okay, everyone saw this. You too saw this. It's gonna happen. So, and then we can like answer the other questions. And Jessie, you're more than welcome to come. Go on.
What is her name? I will follow her on Instagram.
Yeah. Put her name here. I'm waiting for the others to come so we can see how the conversation was.
I don't know anything about snowboarding, but I will learn.
Snowboarding?
Yeah.
Me too. I don't know, but I would love to hear about. She won't understand like people following her, you know. So hi, people from the other room.
Hi.
How was the conversation?
I really appreciate talking to Patricia, Luis, Emilio, Cristiano. It was really nice.
It was amazing because we could discuss about how it is important, for women into sports.
Yeah, it's really important. Did you guys got to answer all the questions?
No.
No.
No? Okay, because I just made a deal here with Guilherme. Here's a for everyone to know that I will bring the same topic next week, but like the last questions will be the first ones, and Guilherme will bring his friend that he's a Olympic athlete, like a winter Olympic athlete for snowboarding, and I think it would be really cool.
Wow, that's nice.
And here today with Jesse. Do you guys want to answer anything to Jesse about the topic, about sports, about USA, about anything? Here's the moment, guys. It's not usual to have US people here. Come on. It's time to practice. No one. Oh, guys,
she already answered a question that I had, which is like I just asked it to her which part of the US she's from, and like, and I don't know if everybody knows because we were in a breakout rooms. So
I am from Chicago, Illinois. So that is
Which part of Chicago? I couldn't follow you.
Chicago, Illinois.
Got it. I've heard of it. Really nice.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, let's just say how Jessie adopted her dog, and then we can live. And go on, Jessie. Tell people how you got Bia.
So we would go to training every day in Rio, and across the street from our academy was a bakery. And in front of that bakery one morning was Bia, which is my dog, named after Bia Mesquita, a famous Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu athlete. We ended up taking Bia home and giving her a bath, and now she lives with me here in the US. Bia!
Wow.
And Bia, then a key.
Show Bia to everyone. She's like the most traveled dog ever, guys, really. Guys, if anyone wants to leave, like, thank you for being here. It was a pleasure having this conversation. Next week we can continue it. And
I want to see Bia.
Yeah, no, I know. The one
where's
is just
Bia?
because some
Oh.
look this cute guy.
She was sleeping. Bia, look happy.
really Brazilian dog.
So cute.
More Brazilian dogs are cute. Paulo and Lucas. Bia, I'm gonna get Paulo. Then Paulo.
Okay, all of the guys.
I love the name of the dog.
It's Machara.
And they, guys, really, they flew from Brazil. They flew from Brazil to USA with all these dogs. Okay.
I saw this dog in the mid homem movie.
Thank you, Emilio. Emilio left. I don't know.
No, not yet, because I saw the dogs and I would like to answer. I would like to ask a question.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I would ask if it was difficult to take the dogs with you in the flight. Can you say about that? Because I have two dogs and
I would like to do stuff like that someday, you know.
So it was very difficult to bring them here to the US. She had to go through a quarantine and get many shots before she was able to come with us. I actually won a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competition in Abu Dhabi where I gained money, and I was able to use that money to bring her here to the States.
Okay.
Okay. Jessica, I have a. Oh, sorry, Emilio.
No, I was just saying I'll find a way.
Okay.
Thanks.
Jessica, how did you get it to Brazil? It was about the jiu-jitsu. You were practicing over there, and then you just came here. And how long did you live here? How was the Portuguese learning? Too difficult, right?
So it wasn't too bad. The first time I went to Brazil was in 2016. I went for a study abroad program. I graduated college in international relations and I minored in languages. I studied at PUC University for like a 6-week program. And at the same time, I was training at Tattoos Academy in Rio. The first time I went to Brazil in 2016, that was really difficult because I had never studied Portuguese before. And the town that I grew up in didn't have a lot of Brazilians in it, even at my Jiu-Jitsu academy. So I was quiet the whole time. The second time I went to Brazil was the summer after that in 2017. And that went much better because I had learned lots of slang phrases from my friends at the gym. I got used to the different foods. So it got easier the more times I went and visited. But on and off, I spent about 2 years living in Rio.
And it's a kind of interview now. Sorry for that. So what is your favorite Brazilian food?
My favorite Brazilian food, I don't know if this counts as a food, but I love chiquinas.
Tapioca, Jessie.
Oh, tapioca.
I love tapioca. Guys, tapioca all day.
Tapioca, I love tapioca. We don't have tapioca in the US. It is so easy to make and delicious. So tapioca, chiquinas, todinho.
Todinho?
I don't believe.
No, what didn't you prove the cheese bread from Minas?
Yes.
Come on, it's the best one, like cheese, the cheese.
And açaí.
Jessica. And acarajé from Salvador.
Oh, wait, what's this?
Acarajé.
Acarajé.
It's a food from Bahia. She has only been to Rio. Yeah.
Okay.
A beans cake, or a cake from
with vatapá.
Oh, it's salty?
Yeah.
Is it salty?
I like more sweet. I experienced all the sweet things in Brazil.
Yeah, but it was a really great time, right, Jessie?
It was
Sorry.
fast.
I miss a lot.
Sorry, I was in another room. Where are you from, Jessica?
I'm from Chicago.
Chicago. I have 2 students, music student in Washington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Washington is beautiful.
Yeah, she is Brazilian daughter. Her mothers are Brazilians and her fathers are American.
Oh, that's amazing that she is studying music there.
Yeah, I teach guitar for her.
Guys, so I think we have to finish it. It was really good, Jessie, for being here.
Thank you guys for letting me join your English class. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to be
You
here.
can join us whenever you want. And yeah, that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoy it. Please answer the feedback. Let me know if E Aprendi is doing right, if I am doing right. So just answer the feedback and give suggestions. And next week will be the same topic with the friend of Guilherme, okay?
I will talk to her because maybe she couldn't, but I think like it's gonna be all right. I hope.
Yeah, but anyway, even if she doesn't come, I can bring this topic because people couldn't answer the questions. And I spend a lot of time making them, and I have to think a lot, so we'll answer those questions that I made. Guys,
Thank you, Duda. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
See ya.
Thanks a bunch. Take
Have
care.
a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.